sports.
Use the hashtag TCNT ProFlowers on Twitter before 8 o'clock to enter for a chance to win a $100 gift card to ProFlowers. That's hashtag TCNT ProFlowers, one word, for your chance to win a $100 gift card to ProFlowers.
Welcome back to the show, Up and Adam. I'm Jack Tomczak. That's Andrew Lee.
Good morning.
Keeping the trains running on time is Lump.
Sometimes.
Keeping the trains running
Sometimes.
is Lump. And joining us now in studio to talk about yesterday's Super Bowl, voice of the Vikings, Paul Allen.
How can you call such a cute little sweetie like that lump?
Look at her.
She's not lumpy. She's slinky. If anything, she's slink.
Did you not hear how the lump name came about? Did you not hear that?
No.
It's
not
much
all
more
they talk
endearing
about.
than you think.
She actually brought it on herself.
Did you?
Accidentally.
Early on in one of her first weeks on the show, she mentioned on the air, she's like, I'm like an unmolded lump of clay.
because I'm young and inexperienced.
She's very green at this, and then that's
I'd
your name.
prefer to
It's
be
stuck.
called Clay than Lump. Just call me Clay or Slink or
She's
Swag.
young and inexperienced and
I like
needs
that.
somebody with Andrew's experience to show her the ways.
What?
Call me swag.
An older mentor with a gentle hand.
Yeah, but I
Swag,
recall
swag,
a year and
swag.
change, 2 years and change ago, there was somebody else who was in that room
We got rid of that guy.
being molded to assist.
Load.
Right?
Oh, that's
Load.
right. He's the producer of my radio show now.
We got rid of, called him useless
Right.
Load.
Well,
we are the
Get rid of him.
KFAN farm team.
well, the one
That's
of
why you guys are here.
one of your prized members from your farm squad, Mr. Eric Nordquist, who produces my radio show, will get lead vocals to start 9 to noon today because we just went through a week of arguing over the Super Bowl and attempting to formulate cogent elite football mind opinions on who would win and why. And you would think a person calling National Football League games for 14 years and following it for many decades would have the verbal and mental upper hand in that challenge. But after proclaiming Carolina would win by 10 points or more the entire week,
Wow.
and hearing him gain the confidence to walk up to the microphone and say you're wrong, and here's why you're wrong, and the Denver defense, and Von Miller, and Peyton's last stand, he formulated so many awesome football takes last week that he mentally buried me. And for the last 12 hours, I've just been thinking, okay, how am I going to fend this challenge? Because I was so wrong for so long, and he's so excited about it. So I just turned the microphone over to him for the first segment.
Two things.
I'm just going to sit back and
Very
go,
good.
guy.
Whenever
Duck guy,
Andrew-
duck guy.
Good for Nordo.
Lump.
Andrew is challenged. He says, "Do you want to end up on the unemployment line?" So we
Yeah,
stopped
we went through
doing
this
that.
morning.
And you can't.
Lump speaks.
The thing with Nordo, you got to remember this, PA. He skipped 5th grade.
Right.
They said you're too smart.
Did he really?
Yeah.
Is that fact?
Yeah, it's fact.
Oh, my
So
heavens.
I know Eric Nordquist seems like a complete imbecile when you talk to him.
A giant dolt.
If you've met him,
An
you're
absolute dolt.
How do you put shoes on? Oh, they're Velcro.
Right.
Now I
Honey,
see.
this is sports. This is not separating politics. This is not atom splitting. This is not cliched brain surgery.
In many ways, Nordo is the Ben Carson of radio.
Who's Ben Carson? A distant
the
cousin to Lump?
Pediatric neurosurgeon
Lump speaks.
who comes off as an idiot in debate.
She's so confident when I come by. It's awesome. She feels like the constraints have been taken off of her.
My wife
been
thinks
set free.
you're going to steal Lump.
What?
My wife thinks that you're going to steal Lump away from us.
All depends on what she's
One
looking
can
to
only
achieve.
Well, and I said,
Like any modicum of success, then yes, absolutely.
Depends on how she wants the 1st and 15th to look.
Yeah, if she enjoys being mired in mediocrity,
Lump
she'll stay with
laughs.
us.
she'd like to be forgotten about. Stay here.
Right.
Yeah.
Stop. God, you guys. This
is what I live with every day.
This should be entitled Martyrdom Radio. I mean, you guys are the biggest martyrs in the building. It's unbelievable.
It works for us. We wear it well.
I mean, I come in here. I like to get in a little early, just to kibitz, as they would say in the business. And after 90 seconds of Jack having me try to lobby our mutual boss for endorsements,
Right.
I'm like, oh my
And a
God,
raise.
when's this
And a
segment
raise.
going to be over? Somebody give lump of rays.
Why do you think we have you on, Paul?
Well, our mutual boss.
We're still here. We're still here.
Our mutual boss is listening right now. It's like, yeah, PA, this is great radio.
Lump speaks. Well,
I got them new chairs and nobody thanked me.
I really felt that I had really good opinions on the Super Bowl, and I was wrong. Cam Newton came up soft. Cam Newton came up bad. Denver put him on a bad performance. Denver was the right team 10 out of 10 times. And, one of the interesting things into which we will dive 9 to noon on the Fan is the difference in viewing satisfaction from casual fans to those who are hardcore like me.
Yeah.
Like, for instance, I wasn't jumping up and down with joy because, oh my God, this is like the greatest Super Bowl I've ever seen. But if you know what you're looking for, what Denver did to Carolina to slow the NFL's highest scoring offense, it was masterful.
It was a great game.
I mean, it was I've already run into 5 casual fans who are like, worst Super Bowl I've ever seen. Audio problems. Yeah. Coldplay sucks. Jim Nantz wasn't any good. Outside of Lady Gaga, it was a waste of 5 hours.
And I've seen that same reaction online. And we mentioned this when we were talking about it earlier. I thoroughly enjoyed that game. I thought it was a lot of fun to watch. Both defenses I thought played very well.
Yeah.
But when you have
when
you have two defenses that are playing well, the game is going to look sloppy. It's going to seem a little slow because the offenses are not going to be able to produce.
Well, you're a football snob. If you're Lady Lump or Juicy Jack, then you want drama. You want more action. Mm-hmm. You want to see the bad boy come down to the wire. Because
like a 35-32 shootout or something.
It's the Super Bowl, and 100 million people are watching it. But with Cam Newton over the last 2 weeks down the hall with what we do, there were myriad talkers from, is he a likable star? Has he become the best overall offensive player in the NFL? Just a lot of talkers up to the game. And the MVP of the game was Denver outside linebacker Von Miller.
Yeah.
But the true MVP was their defensive coordinator, Wade Phillips. I mean, the plan that he put in place to stop the run, basically have 3 of their guys, with 3 of their guys, Aqib Talib cornerback, Chris Harris cornerback, Bradley Roby cornerback. He basically said to them, you are going to have one guy the entire game, and you can't let that guy get free. You can't let him beat you. Because if you do, it ruins the entire plan. Mm-hmm. And they did their job so perfectly, the other 8 were able to stop the run, slow Cam, slow the tight end. It was just freaking brilliant. It was unbelievable.
Let's talk about Von Miller for just a minute.
And our Vikings almost beat that Broncos squad, by the way.
Yeah. I saw somebody tweeted earlier, I forget who, but I saw a tweet that said it could be argued that Teddy Bridgewater had the best performance against that Broncos defense than any other quarterback in the league.
If you look at Denver's stats from yesterday and Peyton Manning's stats from yesterday, his stat line was very Teddy Bridgewater-esque with the way things have been executed around here or operating around here. Now, I think things around here need to become a little more explosive and maybe a little more consistent offensively to get to where Denver has gotten. But
you
Vikings
can say the same thing about the Broncos.
Vikings fans who were tweeting me yesterday, and I received a lot of them, they're all over this model of Broncos football is what Vikings football looks like. So a lot of Vikings fans are excited right now, and I happen to be one of them.
Von Miller. One of the best players in the league, certainly one of the best linebackers in the league. He's a free agent, right? I mean,
he won't hit free agency.
You don't think?
No, they have something called the franchise tag, where a team has the opportunity for a certain amount of money, feels like 10 to 13 million for him or his spot, to designate.
It's position based.
Yeah, it's position based, right? So they'll either give him a long-term deal or they'll do the quote franchise tag end quote on him. I went to Winter Park where the Vikings facility on Friday just to sit around and talk to some coaches and scouts and stuff about what they thought about the Super Bowl to try to steal some opinions. And I had 3 offensive coaches tell me Von Miller is absolutely the best defensive player they saw all year. And the Vikings faced a fair amount of high-end defensive players this year, but Von Miller, with the way he played yesterday, it was made too easy for him at times because, not to get too hardcore, but I just feel that they didn't give the right tackle of Carolina enough help to slow him. But then when they did give requisite help to slow him, somebody else would get off.
Yeah. Yeah, 24 years old, has one of the best seasons of any linebacker in the league, and to hit free agency. It's a good time to be Von Miller.
Well, unless you get the franchise tag, because it's not like whatever he's going to get, $8 to $13 million is chump change. But when you play the way he has played and you become Super Bowl MVP, you want to parlay that into 5 years, $40 million guaranteed, $7 to $10 million a year. Maybe Denver will do it.
Franchise tag lasts 1 year, right?
Yes.
So if he does get the franchise tag, he's a year away from potentially looking.
But if he has a career-ending injury during franchise tag year, he gets 13 before taxes and nothing else.
Do players harbor any kind of resentment when they get that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. They some get loud about it, some don't, and generally when the preseason rolls around, they're all cool with it because it's the team thing. But if I'm Von Miller and I just did what I did in the Super Bowl, became the MVP, and was 70% of the reason the team won the game.
Yeah.
I want to look at 5 years, $40 million guaranteed, anywhere between $7 and $10 million a year. Let's just get it done.
Yeah.
And then I want to go to my boss and complain about endorsements.
I was going to ask you if you wanted to shave a little bit off your pedicure budget to give Lump a raise. That'd be great.
Lady Lump. Those lovely lady lumps. Check her out.
And
I would, but she's not in the room.
Take my franchise tag off me. Did you watch the whole spectacle of the CBS?
Yeah, it's a big day.
Explain to me the Joe Montana, Dwight Clark recreating the catch out of an airplane thing. Did you see that?
No, I didn't.
It was the dumbest thing. And it was
what
so
was
dumb.
it?
They recreated the catch.
They did?
With stunt people jumping out of an airplane.
Sweet. Well, the game was Bay Area based. It's in Santa Clara, so therefore there was a Raiders and 49ers feel to it.
I didn't get the skydiving.
Yeah,
find it and watch it. I didn't understand it at all. How many Super Bowls have the Colts gone to since getting rid of Peyton Manning?
That'd be zero.
How many have Peyton Manning gone?
2.
That's his second.
Okay.
He got killed in one and he won another, and that will be his last game. And Peyton was extremely classy at the end of the game. It's another talker into which we may dive down the hall when we start at 9 is that seriously, thinking about it, is one of the greatest endings in the history of the National Football League. He didn't light up the scoreboard or anything, but he's a 2-time Super Bowl champion. Never had an off-the-field problem with him. Played since 1998. And he's going to walk away a champion.
Yeah.
It's a fantastic story, so good for him.
First quarterback to take 2 teams to 2 Super Bowls. First quarterback to win 2 Super Bowls with 2 different teams. Set a career win record last night to have that happen in the Super Bowl.
Yep.
It is the perfect scenario to walk away from. Are you absolutely confident, though, that he's going to walk away?
I think he'd be an idiot to come back.
Yeah.
Seriously speaking, with the neck problems that he's had and the injury-related problems, he wasn't great this year. Into the playoffs.
He got booed.
Into the postseason.
At home.
Peyton Manning had thrown 1 touchdown pass at home all season. It happened to be against the Vikings back left of the end zone, Owen Daniels on Audie Call. But that was it. 1 passing touchdown at home the entire season. So they have this backup named Brock Osweiler who came in and actually is kind of the sneaky MVP of the season.
Yeah, he played really well.
I think he won 2 or 3 games, and if he doesn't win those 2 or 3 games as a backup, they don't even make the playoffs, which obviously means they don't win the Super Bowl.
And
he'd be foolish to come back. It would ruin. I don't want to say it would ruin a legacy because it wouldn't, but it would buzzkill the moment. What an awesome moment.
Yeah. Do you think Brock Osweiler is viewed as the quarterback of the future for the Denver franchise?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Yeah, I've heard some people say that. I don't know if that's the case or not, or if he's just
May God be with them if it is.
Right.
Well, because you can, somebody can do something for a patch of games.
Right.
Lovely Lady Lump can host wildly successful News Talk morning show for a week. People meter may spike, but let's see Lovely Lady Lump do it for a year and garner the attention, respect,
don't give
and ratings.
Her any ideas. Come on.
It'll
that up and Adam garners.
It's a constant climb.
It's really hard to keep that ego in check, and then you come in here once a week and you inflate it.
And then Andrew spends all week chipping it away.
Does
You
Lovely
can't leave
Lady
us because we're the only ones who will ever love you.
Does Lovely Lady Lump talk more per segment when I'm here?
Yes.
Compared to the rest of the week?
That's not true.
Yes, absolutely.
That's not true.
Her eyes light up when she sees the run sheet and she sees your name on it.
But Lump, keep in mind, Matt Castle.
She draws little hearts on the run sheet around your name.
Matt Castle, had a few good games, went to get his own team and did not do well. Ty Detmer, he was good until he got his own team. So just
and then there's Nordo, where he was the Matt Castle here, came to my show, and now he makes $75,000 a year. I'm just kidding, everybody. Boy, that put a chill over this room.
Jack almost left the room.
Oh, no. Yeah, you got to watch out. He will get physical.
I've talked with him. And frankly, if I were you, PA, I wouldn't be the one if I had Nordo nipping at my heels.
Yeah.
Threatening.
He skipped fifth grade. I went to junior college for 5 years. Yeah. I mean, seriously, he has a mental edge on me.
PA, you might be producing this show.
That'd be fine.
Soon.
I'm in an elite political mind. I would be awesome. It would be awesome to join.
All right. Thank you very much, Paul Allen. If you'd like to listen to more Paul Allen, you can
see y'all soon. Bye, Lady Lump.
On KFAN, the Fan 100.